Hey everybody, we are actually
Well, I've been sitting here on this dock by the bay, watching my blue skies turn to gray. Didn't know if I should run or stay, so I pulled up Mike's weather page, 'cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. Well, I admit that I had one or a few, 'cause I was down and I was feeling blue. But then I clicked on Mike's fan page. I saw all my friends now, I'm okay. 'Cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. We all know Mike's a real fun guy. He'll track the storms as they blow by. But when the drunk donkey comes out to play, Miss Julie, take his phone away. 'Cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away.
I'm not sure what the gusts are, but
well, there's Louie and her
definitely,
no telling what they're gonna do.
I think we're
You
just getting a
know
little
it's
higher gusts.
got more than a million fans. Yeah, 'cause now Mike's weather page, you know it's got the
Trying to
news
keep the
to
camera from getting wet.
Mike's
Key
weather
Largo.
page
We're in the
is
eye of
only a
Ada.
click or two away. Mike's weather page, you know it's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Good morning, everybody. There's my new fade job. 2 days in a row now. It's so exciting. For years I wanted to... I'm talking about my logo on the bottom where my face is. Check this out. Watch. Ready? It's awesome. Countdown. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Fade. Oh, it's like production brilliance right there. All right, so what's up, everybody? Good morning. I told everybody we'd see Louie today. He's a little mad at me. He hates it when I wake him up in a dead sleep. But here's our boy. So we're going to chit-chat about this cold weather, Louie. You can tell dogs like cold weather. How many of y'all animals get a little extra zip in their step when the cold weather comes around? These little guys were running around crazy today. Loving that cold air. They're like, woo! So good morning. This is our little daily brew. We talk about the weather and hopefully no more tropics to talk about. What's up, Miss Shelley? Rosh. Someone said they had a dream and we chit-chatted. Well, who was that? What was that all about? Jacob says, hey. Melissa Ann says, mine. I walked out there barefoot. It was cold. What's up, Yo-Hell? How's it going down south? This is rainy down there, isn't it? John Ferguson, how's the old Cayman Islands doing, buddy? What's your winters like down there? Are they cool or warm? Sabrina had the zoomies. It's kind of cloudy. What's up, Felicia Bell? Good morning, Daytona Beach. Daytona Beach isn't open yet. I guess they're still not letting people drive on the island, on the beach yet. Some of that Ian pushed out some sand. So yeah, we might hit 49 tomorrow. Made million in Tampa. It's getting cold, colder than they thought. Man, it's 52 still here. It's kind of one of them dreadful days. The front's taking its time to push through. What's up, Dale Kindberg? We need to get together and talk about Ian. I didn't even realize you were down there, Mr. Dale. 29 at Piedmont, North Carolina. It's like summer just, it's like I just posted this picture. It's kind of funny, actually. Let me show you. let me show you what I just posted here. I guess I can go to Twitter real quick. I guess I posted there. It's hard to open up Facebook when I'm streaming on Facebook. Oh, let's see here. Bookmarks. That's not what I wanted. Why did I bookmark that? This picture right here. The weather just went from 90 degrees to 55 like I saw a state trooper. And we've all been there, right? All right, buddy. This is Louie, by the way. He's our man. The original. We love him. Don't we? All right. So, yeah, we're talking about that tabletop Greek. Yep, we're going to talk about that low pressure off the southeast coast. A little bit of chance we could see some tropical, subtropical action this weekend up there on the east coast. Trent Hogg, good morning. Shelly's orchids are cold. 57 in Bradenton, Julie Willis says. Hunter's all excited his brother's back now. He's making all kinds of snorts. Hey, good morning from Trinidad. Holy moly. Sunshine and hot weather. It's still tropical weather for Emily down south, I bet. The waves are fizzling by the time they get to you. We still have one wave out there I'm going to show you that could make it your way. A lot of wind shear down south. A lot of snow yesterday. A lot of snow flurries. Holy cow, right? We had snow flurries reported all the way to Kentucky, Tennessee. We had heavy snow in Michigan and Ohio and Pennsylvania. And it was quite the event. Now we got frost coming to northern Florida tonight. Frost. Good morning from St. Croix, Karen. Good to see you. John in Ohio. My morning's going good, Jacob. Thanks. How's yours going, Jacob? Snow flake reported in St. Augustine, Craig. Are you sure? This is the type of weather that brings it, though. I posted this picture, too. I updated the website. Check this beautiful picture out. This is Klingman's Dome in the Smoky Mountains. Beautiful, right? I added the link to the website now that you can wake up like I do. I used to do it every morning. Oh, Joanne, thanks for the new listener. We should have a bell or something. Well, since I went down there with my buddy Jason Bostow and his little church there is called Ring Them Bells, I'd have a bell. I'd have Jason give me a bell, and every time somebody new comes in, we'll ring them bells. Like a cowbell. I got a cowbell. So this is cool stuff. This is, if you go to the website, I added it right here. Winter Maps. Smoky Mountains webcam. And you can click on that, and there you go. Check it out. You can almost see fall colors. A little bit of snow on the mountains. Pretty awesome. And if you hit archives, it's kind of neat. Look at this. You can watch the morning come. It's really nice. Look at this. This is the morning. This is 7:30. This is 7:45, 8, 8:15, 8:30. So it's pretty awesome, man. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So I wake up to the Smokies every morning, even though I'm not there. So, all right. Well, our Daily Brew. Here we go. It's midweek. We had Taco Tuesday last night at our Oldsmar Tap House. Had a great night. Our Oldsmar Council and Mr. Mayor was there. Got to hang out with them a little bit. They're good people here in my little hometown. But get close to that weekend. Make sure you support your local ABC Fine Wine and Spirits here in the great state of Florida. They just opened up the Sanibel Causeway, I heard today, for residents down that way. So good work to everybody getting that bridge and causeway back open. So Pine Island's open. Sanibel now is open to residents. So things are slowly coming together. But Jamie, I love my new fire pit. Thanks for asking. As a matter of fact, let's see if I have a webcam picture last night. Because I woke up with no fire. And I'm going to see what time that was. Oh, God. Oh, 1:15 I came to bed. So there we are. There's me like, okay, yeah, those are my Halloween lights. It's flashing. Let's see if I got a picture of the actual fire pit. So 115. Here's some fire pits. So I did have a fire. There's lonely old me sitting by the fire on the webcam. That's what I like to do. So anyway, all right, let's talk about the weather. So big thanks to ABC. We love those guys to death. Helping us get through the weekends and all the other times. Here's a radar. So what's going on? Our front is taking its time to get through the state, right? It's very wintry out here in the middle part of Florida. Kind of misty, yucky, wet. The front, it's right along Interstate 4 right now. You're getting little drizzles across the Cape there by Shelley. We got rain down south, obviously, where Ian made landfall. Still getting drizzles down there. It's yucky, I know. Down in the Keys, it's taking its time. Taking its sweet time. You can look at the water vapor satellite here and kind of see that. It's just really slow moving. It's just, check out a cold cloud top, so popping in the picture here with the sunshine. That's pretty awesome. That's the Gulf doing its thing with cold air, kind of creating that. Breakfast tacos sound good, Mark Hall. Hey, Gigi from Pennsylvania. Cool. My folks just got back from Pennsylvania. Richard Reamer, how's it going, buddy? Rick Taylor, Fort Walton Beach, Steve, Gulf Breeze. Going to Outback tonight. My mom and dad are taking us out for our birthday. Yeah, 1:15 was early, Shelly. I didn't do too bad. Julie just leaves me out there, by the way. I don't mean she doesn't. She just leaves me out there. All right, so front's taking time. Let's talk about this front. All right, so that's that. Water vapor loop really shows it well. You can see where that frontal line is right now with this image. There's our yellow dry air. So upper half, southeast, obviously everybody along the Gulf Coast and the Atlantic coast, the front's passed through. It's probably beautiful out. It's nice and cloudy here and wet, but there's our front slowly inching through the state here. And like I said, the yellow is it's pretty awesome. Let's get a little closer look. I love the water vapor loop, but you can really see it here. Let's do animation loops. And there it is right here. So let's leave it right there. That's the front. So yellow is dry, blue sky. Your chihuahuas are chilly, Teresa. Bucky's. What's up, Mary Cheryl? Catman, Lynn Haven. We know Lynn Haven. That was up there in Hurricane Michael land. But so that's what we're dealing with. No storms today. That's great, right? That big blob that we saw in the Bay of Campeche yesterday was just a blob. Nothing to worry about. Morning, John. Great overcast. A yucky day. Oh, hell, it is. It might be that way tomorrow, too. It might be that way tomorrow. So, what are zoomies? What do you guys keep talking about zoomies? Is that a dog thing? I do have jeans on, by the way. Somebody asked me. Keep my flip-flops. Flip-flops on. So, that's that. Let's look at some future radar. This thing's going to take its time to get on out of here. Going to have some rain tomorrow morning. It looks like. We got frost for Florida in the southeast here. I'm going to show you tonight. Might be worth a drive north just to see the frost, huh? That'd be kind of neat. All right, let's take a look at the radar here and take a lookie. So here's what we got. So there's our yucky frontal line right here. Still snowing up in Pennsylvania this morning. Up in West Virginia, some in Maryland at the higher elevations. Here's noontime. There's our yucky front. It's going to be rain in South Florida. Looks like it could push through a big chunk today, actually. Sped up a little bit, maybe. A little lingering tomorrow morning. So it won't be long. This thing will be through the state. This is tomorrow morning. So there could be some lingering rains in the morning. Tomorrow morning, Thursday morning. But as far as the front line, it's going to be completely gone. Look at this picture tomorrow. Look at this. Would you look at that? Who's that dude that said that? Would you look at that? Not a speck of moisture tomorrow anywhere tomorrow morning. You gotta love that. Here's the simulated dry air tomorrow morning. That's cold air, man. This is tomorrow morning, so there could be a little bit of lingering rain, but overall, man, there's our front pushing through today. This is tonight, going into midnight. So there you go. That's pretty awesome, isn't it? And this is cold air, man. We're gonna hit 40s in middle Florida, guaranteed. We'll probably be 40. We're 51 today. I bet you we hit, dew point's 38 degrees too. I bet you we hit 46 tomorrow morning in Oldsmar. That is crazy cold. There you go. That's what we got. A little bit of moisture here coming in Thursday. Maybe a little bit of snow. Who knows, right? Wouldn't that be interesting? More snow, maybe? That'd be something else. Let's see what it shows. Nah, not really. You never know, though. You can get a flake or two. Nah, you never know. But probably not. So there's that. What do you think about that? All right, let's talk about the tropics. All right, so tropics are quiet. No new tropical systems expected. Good news, right? Oh, zoomies are when dogs go crazy. Oh, you guys are helping me out here. Mike says crotch rockets. Oh, man. Yo's getting shoulder surgery. That's not good. Yeah, that's my dog snoring. He's a little loud today. Hey. I'm talking to you. Yeah, you come here. He's looking at me now like, Dad. Hunter was so cute this morning. We have a toy box for the dogs, and he loves to play in the morning. And, man, he was ripping up one or two of them. And then he went over to his toy box. Julie's like, go look at Hunter. Hunter emptied out every one of his toys, and he was inside his toy box like a little kid. He actually took every dog toy out of his toy box like a little kid. It looks like Emily's room. Crap everywhere. That's what dogs do. Crap everywhere. Well, they crap everywhere, too. All right, so tropics are quiet. All right, so we do have a couple things. All right, so there's a couple of little things we'll talk about. All right, so as far as tropical waves go, there's really nothing in the Caribbean. Good news, right? So nothing out down there convection-wise. There are a couple waves, but they don't have any convection with them, so that's good. This little low-pressure spinner here is interesting, but it's not showing up anywhere. This guy right here has a little window. It's not even marked by the NHC. It actually has a little spinach. So that's interesting. In fact, you can see it on the water precipitable map here. This is always a good map. So this middle Atlantic wave right here, you can see it spinning a little bit. This little guy, you see the spin? Got a little spin to it. A couple of the models had it get close to Bermuda, but with these fronts coming down, it's almost impossible. So no worries on that one. It's a higher elevation. So, but we do have a storm brewing in the Pacific. So let's talk about that guy first. That's Invest 20E. Let's go over here to Tropical Tidbits. Look at Invest 20 or 90E, not 20. And here's the models. Check this out. These are your spaghetti models. And we do have people that live down in Mexico, in Baja, California. So this thing could develop. Some of the models showing it actually developing in a possible hurricane, believe it or not. But what's interesting is some of this energy could end up into Texas. And it could also make its way possibly the upper Gulf Coast midweek next week. Not organized unless it popped into the Gulf, but none of the models really showing that. But isn't this interesting? Check this out. So there's that. Some of the longer range modeling, this is the GFS, but still we look at it. This is, some of them, take it through. This is the south tip of Texas right here. This is Texas. So you can see the core of this thing. There's Texas right here. Could make its way, bring a little moisture. And what we can do here, we can look at the models here and take a look at what I'm talking about. So let's look at, I wonder if we can look at it right here. I never even thought about this model map. Let's see if we can look at lower 850. Yeah, we can. All right. Ooh, no, not that one. This one. All right, so that's the Euro. Let's see. Here's Euro. Yeah. Let's go. Okay. So here's our system, and we're going to see it pop into the picture right here in the bottom. But the reason I'm showing you this one right now is to show you the core of the system. So landfall for Mexico would be this weekend. Some of the modeling maps are showing, definitely possible hurricane. And, could be quite strong. 960s, 950 millibar. So, yeah, we could definitely see a hurricane in the Pacific forming right now before our eyes. Let's just show you real quick on that, at least, so people watching can. That might be that out there. There's really no good maps that show Eastern Pacific. All right. So the Euro's showing a 970. And there's our little moisture I'm going to show you next week. There it is right here. So yeah, 970. So yeah, we definitely could see a little something Canadian. They're all showing it just south of the tip there of the peninsula. So yeah, we definitely going to see a Pacific little hurricane there popping in. And timing is this weekend. More than likely a Sunday or late night Saturday or Sunday landfall. And yeah, so there's that. All right, as far as the energy goes, though, this is what's interesting. Let's pop this up here and look at what I want to show you here. So here is the Euro, and what it's showing you is that some of this, it's hard to follow here, but just follow this right here. We're going to see this thing curve, and some of that core is actually going to become evident on future modeling, and there it is right there. So let's zoom in on that. Let's go to the upper Gulf, and right there. I mean, it's not organized, but it is moisture, and it is tied technically to the system in Pacific. So that this is next Wednesday. So I gotta make sure this isn't my. I gotta Google the phone number. It might be my Chevrolet dealership. No. Spam. If you ever want to know a phone number, Google the phone number. Car warranty time. What's up, Eric? How's it going, buddy? Oh, man. Hoodie weather, Melbourne. Gotta love it. What's up, Vicky Hill? Good morning, New Smyrna Beach. Bill, I know he's loud. You know what I'm talking about? Every time I turn, you look. Come here. Come here. Oh, I had a voicemail. That's interesting. Maybe it was my dealership. Let's see. All right, so there's that. So what's interesting about it, Eric, cool weather. Yep. I'm hoping this gets out of here for everybody down south. They deserve a nice sunny day. These rains, driving everybody bonkers down south, man. Just when they get things kind of going, then we had the big storms over the weekend, and then they had more, and then more today, and no news on the truck, Richard Reamer. Nope. Oh, well. All right, so that's midweek next week. All right, the other area we're going to watch here, let me see what kind of moisture we could see. This Euro doesn't really, the FAST does it, but the main Euro does now. There it is. So, I mean, it's nothing organized, obviously, but that moisture comes straight from Mexico and Texas. So it's kind of neat, right? Kind of shows you what, here it comes. You can see it coming in. This is Tuesday through Texas. This is Tuesday. And a little energy pop here across the upper Gulf Wednesday. So that's something I've been watching. Could be some stormy weather upper Gulf, and it's, believe it or not, it's coming from the Pacific hurricane that's not even there yet. So That's next Wednesday. All right, what else we're watching though is this. This is kind of tricky too. So our front line is going to be lingering. Here it is on Tropical Tidbits again. Let's take a look here what the front line looks like. So we could see this little sneaky little system here. So our front's going to linger tomorrow. This is today's, what day is today? Why is it on Tuesday? Today's Wednesday. Here's our frontal line. The blue is lower pressures. Our frontal line, sometimes the tail end of fronts can hang around. So that's kind of what's happening here. High pressure to the north, breaks it off. And look, we got a little low pressure here Thursday, tomorrow. And I've been seeing it very, very consistently. The one thing that's consistent is it's not strong. That's the good news, right? But it is consistent. It could get a little circle mention maybe from the NHC. I'm not sure. I thought for sure we would. Today's Wednesday. Maybe we will. But it's interesting, right? 10-10, nothing strong. But it could kind of get closed off. Could have a closed low. And it generally is going north. You can see high pressure building in around it. That's going to help push our system to the north. And there you go. Little clip there in the Carolinas. So nothing strong. However, could bring some moisture. This is Sunday. So definitely everything's still the same. If you've been watching the last few days, we've been talking about this. A couple of the models had it close to Florida, but it seems like it's going to hover off the southeast and kind of go north. Now, we got the warm Gulf Stream out there. Still not cold enough yet to prevent anything from happening. So keep an eye on it, right? But if anything, it's just a moisture thing. But it does affect the weekend, and that's been really consistent. Weak low pressure system. Canadian kind of showing it a little bit more now, showing that moisture spin up towards the north. North Carolina, Virginia, northward. That's the Canadian. Even the Icon has been off and on it, showing a little bump here. This is Sunday. So yeah, there's old fronts can spawn tropical systems. GFS even showing a little bit of juice getting pulled northward. So yeah, that's kind of been on my radar. So nothing to worry about. But if you got weekend plans, pretty much anybody on the East Coast at this point, could get a little leftover front that gets pulled upwards a little bit and could potentially give you a little action. Here's kind of what the Euro shows. There's our frontal line today, and it's kind of neat, right? The frontal line just kind of hangs around through tomorrow. There's a little bump. You can kind of see it trying to get going on Friday, and as we get into Saturday, that's Friday. How did I miss it? There we go. There's Saturday, and then it kind of, my little bumper thing isn't working. The slider bar is better. But look, there we go. A little close off. Tries to get a weak low this Saturday, so we can start to see some of this stuff impact Saturday evening. Saturday evening right here, very weak. But look, going into Sunday, it could bring up some moisture this Sunday night. So yeah, little sign we could have a weak low pressure sitting off the East Coast this weekend, and that would definitely bring rotate counterclockwise, right? So if it stays directly north to North Carolina, North Carolina would get more action than South Carolina, but North Carolina north could get increased rains and action in from the Atlantic. Look at this sucker out here brewing. Holy moly. That's a big low pressure. Man, cold winter has started early, right? All right. So what else? She hit the flow. Progressive. She hit the flow. Next thing you know. Uh-oh. Shelly had printer problems. Yeah, Mike, so every time we get these cold fronts, right, the Gulf of Mexico cools down a little more, right? This is the one map you always got to keep in the back of your mind. There's still plenty of heat potential out there. That's the hot water below the surface, so that's still, still there. So that, any convection or, tropical wave could definitely get going if it was parked over top of this stuff. So water temperatures are still hot enough that we got to keep an eye on the tropics for at least a couple more weeks. Bay News 9 water temperature map here, showing you, things are still in the 80s. 79 up by Pensacola, though. Look at that. This is sea surface temperature. I mean, it's still the ocean heat content below, but still it's good news, right? This thing starts dropping off. Another thing, if we got a little development in this weekend, the shelf waters are really cool off the East Coast, so it'd have a hard time. It might become maybe like a subtropical low, maybe, but it's enough to mention because it could at least spoil your weekend, early week plans. Lauren Becker, GFS showing over PR and 11-1. I don't know. Vicky Hill, temporary weather. The reason I laugh, Lauren, is the GFS has not had a great year model-wise, and that's a long way away. But keep looking at every run. We'll take a look at it right now. But there's cool water. And the ocean heat content up here isn't very deep because there's not a lot of, we don't have a lot of ocean depth there. So your ocean heat content is very cool off the coast of the East Coast. So that's why it's really not much to even think about with the potential, because the waters are cooling down fast off the East Coast. Little window for this thing to try to get going, but like I said, more than anything, it could just bring storms and rain Sunday into Monday, maybe northward from North Carolina. So still curious, but this is the area that we got to watch this time of year. But as of now, we're not seeing anything long range. So let's see what 11-1 looks like. That's a long way away. Yeah, I see what you're talking about, but that's very odd. I bet you, let's see what it does. See, it doesn't, it's so inconsistent from run to run. I wouldn't even, GFS is just terrible. But it is showing, and we did see this last, so that is a little bit of that wave that was showing. Not really, though. Here's that low from the tied in with the frontal line next week, Wednesday. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything tropical down there. We got some ensembles we could look at. We did have a few, but there's none. Yeah, there's a little bit maybe. So you could kind of, we could technically say, and supporting the GFS, or this is the 1st of November, so there are a couple ensembles down here. But man, typically anything would go off like that. But so yeah, I'd keep an eye on it as far as potential. That's a long way away, but still, the Euro's kind of showing. Oh my God, there's a lot of color there. I don't like that map. It's very confusing. My folks are taking us out to Outback tonight. I haven't been to Outback in forever. So maybe we do. So yeah, I think we showed this yesterday. Didn't we talk about this yesterday down here? But that's a long way away. October 31st. Good music. Jennifer, yeah, hey, I'm taking Emily. We're going to the Kissimmee Thunder something, but we're going to see Morgan Wallen Saturday night. Yay! She's so excited. So I guess we could say possibly, if we were to look long range, I think it was the GFS yesterday we were looking at as far as the GFS ensembles for down there. For the end of the month. I remember now. It's all coming back to me now. Yeah, so yeah, could. I mean, this is what we do, right? We look at long range modeling. So yeah, look at that. So yeah, the Euro's kind of jumping on board in the GFS. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. Could definitely, be a little something down there. General flow is north. So yeah, if you're watching in Puerto Rico, Hispaniola, sometime around Halloweenish, that'd be interesting. Good. Glad we looked. Well, anything else we could chit chat about? Starting to slow these down a little bit. Biloxi, you're freezing. Such a rare cold front, by the way. This is so rare to have an October cold front this far deep, this far south. We got another cruiser. Got 2 cruisers yesterday. 2. We got a private chat group set up for our cruise. So make sure you're in that if you book the cruise for our cruise in March. We're at the Osceola, David. It's at the Osceola Fairgrounds or whatever. Country Thunder, it's called. He's on late too, like 10 o'clock. Oh my God. I'm getting old when I'm like 10 o'clock. Oh jeez. But yeah, so that's about it. We'll be live again tomorrow. Let's see if we see more comments. So by the way, the cruise, there's a cruise link. Got to mention it every day now because people last year, as soon as the season started to come to an end, people started getting excited about our cruise, our first annual cruise. So this is in March. We still have cabins locked for like at least a month, but their prices are incredibly low compared to regular prices right now. We got really lucky and locked in. But yeah, take a look at it. Read all about it. Kim is our travel host. She's done phenomenal. Everybody dealing with her has had the best experience, so she can help you with any questions you might have for sure. Our frost, though, this is interesting. Check this out. So we're going to have frost tonight all the way down in northern Florida. Look at this. Frost. Frost down to possibly Gainesville area, Ocala. Perry, Tallahassee, Lake City, Jacksonville area. Some of the Atlantic's going to keep the frost off with the winds, but look at that. Frost down to Valdosta, Waycross, so that's pretty significant for they still got Hurricane Ian graphics up, but yeah, so frost is in the news for the Panhandle too. Obviously, frost advisory across parts of the Florida Panhandle here, and of course coastal areas stay a little more warmer, so they don't get it. But definitely Monticello, Tallahassee, Defunct Springs. I know all these areas up to parts of Georgia into Alabama. So frost tonight, unbelievable, right? So crazy. Dublin, there's my buddy Donnie Thigpen. I didn't even know it would ever pop up on a map. There's Dublin right there. Yeah, so look at that frost. That's just wild, man. So yeah, and then we got freeze warnings way down south again. Freeze warnings for Mobile. Freeze warning is duration and 1 to 8 a.m. So that's what their freeze warnings are. A lot of times you'll still be freezing temperatures, but a warning actually means longer duration, maybe lower than 32 degrees, which obviously brings more damages, crops, and new growth. So yeah, there you go. That's tomorrow morning. We'll see how low it goes, man. I think we're going to be in for a surprise for a lot of people as far as temperatures tomorrow morning. Look at this. We got freeze warnings all the way from the Great Lakes practically to the Gulf of Mexico. That's wild, man. Wild. Halloween, Bethany? I don't know. We could take a look, maybe. We'll go to Tropical Tidbits here and take a look at the... I guess we could look at temperatures, right? And just kind of get an idea if we're going to have any fronts or not. Here's Monday. So Halloween day, 81 Orlando, 79 Fort Myers, 77. So not that hot. We've been in the upper 80s and 90s in Halloweens in the past. These are high temperatures for Halloween day. 70s, 60s for highs in parts of Texas, low 70s for Louisiana. These are high temperatures. So Halloween night, 50s, 60s. Nothing showing up too cold, but still low 50s. So Halloween night could be in the low 50s here. Anything green is 40s and 50s range. Florida's going to be a little warm maybe, but it's going to bounce around each run. 00Z had more 50s and 40s down in the Gulf region for Halloween night. 18Z, a little colder actually down into Florida Peninsula. So yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be hot, put it to you that way. It doesn't. It definitely looks like things are going to be cool in the peninsula, like 60s all the way down. Fort Myers showing up 61 here. Canadian doesn't go out that far yet. So still 10 days away. That's tough. Tough that far. Tough. So got an anniversary cruise Saturday. Oh, cool, man. Tell me about that one. Nice. Too early, Dean says. Yep. Crops, yes. Got to protect those crops, man. I remember when Claremont, back in the day, where my family lived. Let's see if I can find a picture. Back in the crop days, man, it's just all you could see was citrus, and now all you see now is unfortunately is housing. But I was trying to find an old picture here. I don't know if this one's a good one or not. Let's see. This one might be good. Take a look at this one. I don't know if that's the right one or not. Let's see. Yeah, this one will pop up. I think that'll pop up. There it is. That's kind of the old Citrus Tower. I remember that. But I just remember going over there, and as far as you could see was orange grows. It was awesome. But, hey, Hunter. What's up with the jet stream, Casey? What's that? Big dip in the jet? Is that what we're talking about? Velez, you're welcome. Well, glad you found our page. It's freezing, John. I know, man. It's gone up 2 degrees in the last 3 hours here. We were at 52 at 7. Now it's 54. It's kind of nasty out there. It feels like winter. It almost feels like it's snowing. All right, well, anyway, hey, it's been fun. That's the weather. We go over everything in the wintertime. It's cold. Nothing in the tropics to stress about. the cold's going to stick around for a while. All this rain should be gone except for South Florida tomorrow morning. So patience, it'll clear on out of here. I added some winter maps. Here's your wind chill map. Let's take a look at this one. This is interesting. So we showed this yesterday. Wind chills were 90 down in Key West. So it is 74. Feels like temperature in Key West. But the map is definitely cooling off than compared to what it was yesterday as far as feel like temperature. So, but anyway, all right. Well, hey, today's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to all the subscribers and supporters of our page. We appreciate it. You can always click over here, support the website and everything we do. And there's a bunch of options with perks. We appreciate that. All the little bit adds up a lot. We really try to do a lot for our subscribers. A lot of folks always ask, so there you go. Definitely helps keep the website going all the time and all that. It goes into everything. So yeah, and puppy snores. So all right, we will see everybody tomorrow. What's up, Telfer? No record broken this morning. Well, maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I got to see who called me now. Maybe it was my dealership telling me good news. They found me a motor. I haven't had a car since almost going on 20 days now. I can't believe it. Crazy. All right, tomorrow, 9:19 in the morning, Eastern. We'll